Hey everybody, come on in. This is the Daily Bern. We're going to start in just a minute. I give y'all a little bit of time to get in, like and share, because I need a little bit of time to do the same thing. We got to get this out. We got to be the media. This is the independent, grassroots little show that I made because I wanted a show like this to exist. I wanted there to be a motivational show for those of us fighting out there in this political revolution, trying to change our entire society into one that works for the people. Bring justice into our society. So come on in, like and share, get this out, and comment. Feel free to take part in the show. This is a participation show, and I want you to talk, and I like for it to be an ongoing discussion type of thing. So please do comment. Plus, any interaction in the show, hitting the like button, remember to do that. Hit the like button, comment, and sharing and all that helps us do better in the algorithm and get out to more viewers. So it's good for many reasons. But go ahead and do all those things, and we'll start in just a minute. Like I said, I've got some stuff planned. I got a little burn planned for you, and we're going to discuss some things. We're going to talk about this fight. But let me see, make sure we're up everywhere. Looks like we're good on YouTube. Hello to YouTube. Facebook looks like it's up. VK and I'm taking a little bit of a break from Periscope, mostly because I don't fully understand it, and I don't fully understand VK. So, but I'm swinging away over there anyway because it's fun. It's a Russian social media site. I believe it's Russian. It's at least in Russian. You have to translate it. But I'm trying it out. A lot of truthers are going over there, so I'm looking at it. This is the Daily Bern. Welcome back. This is the war room of the political revolution. We gather here every day at 7 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, and we talk about this fight that we're in. And the main thing that we do on this show is we own this fight. We own it 100%. We realize and talk about on this show every day that this is our fight. And we are the ones that have to do this. We are the only ones that can do this. Bernie never said he was going to do this for us. Bernie never said he could do this for us. Anybody that's putting a hero complex on the man is reaching, because he doesn't tell you that. He always says that this is us, not me, us. When you chant his name, no, this is about us. This is our fight. Bernie's given us a clear path to victory, done great work, over decades worth of work, putting us in this position. Now we're couldn't be in a better position to win. This is the way change happens as well. We understand that. We also understand that we have to work on our mentality and own our mindset. Basically, what we do here in this show and in the war room is we lay it all on the line. We understand that we have to be committed 100%. And that's basically today's theme, is that how we've got to go all in. You have to be in 100%. You have to commit to this fight, to seeing it all the way through. We've decided, I'm going to start preaching to the choir. A lot of times I try to talk to everybody. Like, someone might be watching this that's not in this fight 100%, but that's not really what this show is ever for. I mean, I want to inspire people, but that will inspire people. I'm going to start talking just to us that are fighting. We have to lay it all on the line. We have to go all in. Just commit. And that's a mental commitment. That's just a decision, really, that you will not accept no for an answer, that nothing will happen to make you quit. You will have this. You've decided, and you will make it happen. That's what I'm talking about. The mental toughness and the decision to lay it all out there and do everything that you can, because we are in a fight. And in this war room, we understand that that fight is ours. It's not Bernie's or anyone else's, it's ours. And we have to refuse to lose, refuse to quit, and refuse to stop short of complete success here. We want these things, not asking for them. We want them now. We deserve them. That it's just justice. It's the right thing. And we're done waiting for these people, these predators is what they are, these predators to correct course and to have, reach their fill and let some of it trickle down. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. This greed-driven system is not broken. It was built this way. We're wanting to tear it down. I've seen people say Bernie should shy away from the socialism talk. We should own it. Democratic socialism. We're looking to change our democracy. We're not looking for socialism. We're looking for justice, a society for the people, where your taxes and like, that's like these things that we want. Medicare for all, for example. Oh, they want free stuff. It's not free. Are tanks free? It's as free as a tank. You paid for it. You paid for it with your taxes. It's just I'd rather pay for health care than tanks and killing children and civilians in countries that really it's none of my business what's going on over there. Humanitarian aid and helping people that are really in danger and their lives are really being threatened by an evil dictator or whatever. That's one thing, but that's not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing around the country, all around the country. I almost said the world, the globe. That's what we're. I don't support what we're doing. We don't support what we're doing, and we're going to use that money. See what I'm saying? That money doesn't need to be being spent. We don't need to have the gigantic military budget. They say that they can't do it. They can't do it in their existing system. That's where it's impossible. It's not impossible anywhere else. It's only impossible if you try to keep doing what they're doing. You try to keep letting the military industrial complex have a complete hold over society and letting these greedy predators, this handful of billionaires, control everything without even paying into society. They have control over everything down to the narrative and what the average person believes. They own it all. But they are the few and we are the many. We don't have to let them control us. And no one but us can take on the military industrial complex. Individual people have tried, and every single one has been stricken down. It can't be done by an individual. It has to be done by the people. We have to rise up. Kilo says, "What's up? How you doing, brother?" I'm doing good. Um, how are you? Jose says, "I agree." Tilo says, "Tank." Yeah. Jose says, "America should take care of Americans. A society that doesn't take care of its own doesn't have much of a point, does it? I mean, are we buffering, guys? We having problems?" See, that's why I didn't want to look at first, just in case we were. I want to continue on and get my burn through before I go back to the comments, just in case. But let me know if we're buffering. I hope it's not bothering you. But this is ours. We have to refuse to lose. Let's go get it. Every no that we get, and we are going to get an endless amount of no's, is leading us one step closer to yes, they will cave to our pressure. That's what we're doing here is we're overwhelming their rigged system. We're not coming up and going, hey guys, can we have this? No, we're demanding it. We're taking it. That's what's going to happen. That's the reality of the situation. Kilo says, yes, I'm buffering. Okay, now. Right on. I'll push through. But winning is done by failing your way to success. Great people didn't start off great. Michael Jordan wasn't born amazing at basketball. Roy Jones Jr. wasn't born amazing at boxing. Mike Tyson wasn't born knowing how to knock people out. They practiced. They got better and better and better. That's how they became great. They put in the work and the effort and the training and the dedication, and they visualized themselves being great, doing great. They owned it 100%. And that's what we need to do with this fight. That's who I'm going to talk to from now on. Like I said, I used to kind of make it where it was friendly and inviting to anyone. And I would speak to the Blue No Matter Who crowd from time to time. But the Blue No Matter Who crowd wouldn't watch this show, you know? And if they are, and it inspires them, that would happen either way, right? Even if I don't just talk to us. I want to focus on us. We have enough negativity going on. Don't expose yourself to any more of it than you have to. Keep your mind right. Because you just know that if you put in the work, if we do all we can make this happen. We can do this. So I include a link in the description to berniesanders.com. Go there. See if there's anything you can do to volunteer or help out the revolution. And there's tons to do. Or donate any amount. Any amount would be great. Nothing's too small. Don't think even $1 is great. Or get a bumper sticker or a shirt or some gear or anything like that. Everything helps. Just do all you can. Even if you can't do something like donate or volunteer, maybe you don't have the time or the money or a combination of both, you can do other things. So, whatever you can do, pick it, pick something, and do it every day. Just that may seem small because you may think, okay, man, well, all I can commit to doing is like sharing 3 or 4 things on Facebook. Do that every day. Because even if that seems easy for you and it seems like something you got to do, oh, it won't be no problem. I do that anyway. You'll have days you don't want to do it, and when you start paying attention to it, they're more than you think. So it takes discipline to see things through and put in the commitment and the work and do the work. But if you do it, know that you can have what you want. We can accomplish this. This is not a pipe dream. If we do all that we can, we will win because we already have the momentum. You see what I'm saying? We're already winning. Bernie is the front runner. We all know that's the reality of the situation. It's not the reality that's being painted in the media, but it's the reality of the situation. So there's that. There's that Bernie's running a fantastic campaign, holding amazing events. There's all that, generating a lot of excitement. But then there's what we're doing, just us, the people. There's over 3 million, it's somewhere around 3.5 million volunteers to the Bernie Sanders campaign. Signed up, volunteering, doing all they can to help the revolution move forward. That's amazing. Over 1 million people, individual people, have donated to the Bernie Sanders campaign to move this revolution forward and to help create this change that we're trying to make. That's amazing. We are the fastest campaign in history to ever reach 4 million individual contributions. That's not individual people. It's over 1 million individual people, but 4 million donations by 1 million something people. It's amazing. We are crushing it. We're really doing great. If we just keep doing all we can, it will grow on its own. Things like this build momentum, and we're at it and approaching a tipping point. When we reach it, there will be nothing they can do to stop us. And they'll do everything they can to stop us. There's billions and trillions of dollars at stake. They don't want to let go of what they've got. They've got a pretty great situation going for them, you know? But if we do all that we can, if we go all in and refuse to lose and commit to never back down and pledge to do the work that this is going to take, we can win. Not Bernie, us. We got to be determined that no one is going to stop us from changing this country's government from one custom built for the super rich and the military industrial complex into one rebuilt to represent the people. And it's going to have to be rebuilt from the ground up. Electing Bernie Sanders isn't even the end of our fight. You see what I'm saying? That's a nuclear strike. It's going to inspire millions of people, but our fight is much bigger than electing Bernie Sanders. We have to realize that we are trying to rebuild what's going on, rebuild our society. And that's going to take a ton of work, a ton of dedication. And we have to commit to that to see it happen. Jose says, I'm self-employed and can't afford insurance. I have a similar situation. I'm not fully self-employed yet. I hope to be one day. I'm a professional live streamer now. We have a show coming on tonight later on. This one I do as volunteering for the revolution, but I do include my plugs in the description if you want to support the shows. I just don't really push it. I hardly ever remember to say my name even. By the way, I'm Sean. And because I just do this for the revolution. I wanted there to be a motivational show, so I made one up. And I'm doing the best I can at it. But Kilo says military can still have all new and upgraded equipment. Got to cut out military contractors. There's lots of ways that money can be freed up. What I'm saying is it's not impossible. They try to make it seem like it's impossible and that we're talking about things that aren't realistic and we're being unrealistic, but we're really not. That's what I'm saying. That's all. I'm not even saying you got to take anything away. I would like to see us get out of a lot of these places that we're in 8 different wars right now, unauthorized wars that are not authorized by Congress. I think it's 8. Is it 7 or 8 at this point? Who can keep up? But we were warned about that a long time ago, that the military industrial complex had a hold over our government and our society. And multiple presidents have tried to warn us. Positive news, though. The good news is we're doing it. We're making that change right now. What we're doing, while it will not be televised as it's happening, is how change takes place. This is how change occurs and how it has always occurred throughout history and time itself. Ever since there's been powerful people lording over the many, there has been different revolutions, different times where people have risen up and demanded things. And that's how all progress has happened throughout history. What we're asking for is big, but we got to make a big commitment to get it. Everything worth having, it takes effort and takes work to accomplish. But the future is ours. All of this is ours. And the hold that they have over us that allows them to control it is imaginary. It's not real. It's been constructed. It's false. War is deception. And they have convinced us that we're weak. Well, we're not weak. We're strong. We're going to show them that. We are going to win. So strengthen your mind and work on you and what you can do. And just focus on positivity and positive thoughts. Because we will hear enough no's. Just don't be the one saying it to yourself. You got to say yes to your dreams and your goals. Tell yourself you can have it. Visualize it. See it. See a world where the things we're trying to do exist to the point where you can experience it. You feel it. Like you just feel how much different the world feels. And then believe that you can have that and don't let anybody take it from you. It's your future. You can have it. If you take it, You got to take it. We've got to take it. That's what we're doing. We're being given a fantastic opportunity here. That's why I really don't understand how anybody isn't a part of this. Even if you're not into politics and you're not into every issue or detail that we're trying to accomplish here, and you're not fully involved in the fight even. How are you not? Can't you see changes happening? Can't you see that what is happening right now is how change has always happened? And don't you understand that there needs to be massive change? That significant things need to be done in order to move our world forward towards any kind of progress? You know what I mean? I don't know. I want everybody to understand one thing in particular, and that is if we go all in and we do all we cannot lose. Hey, Eric said even with all that, the DNC could still cheat him out of the nomination. Okay, now, when I say we will win, if we commit and do everything that we can, I'm beating all the way around the bush of the main point. We have to commit. That's a lot of what Bernie or Vest is about, and it's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just I wasn't clever enough to put some branding on it like Eric has done, but it's the same idea. I'm pushing us in the same direction. That's why we had a little partnership going on, Bernie or Vest and this particular show for like a week. I did watch parties from their group in a promotion to try and grow their group a little bit and grow my show. I want to get this out as far as possible and to as big of an audience as I possibly can. And um, Kyle says there's an echo. I'll look into that in the settings. I can't hear the show right now. Is there an echo, guys? On YouTube, let me know if there's an echo. Facebook's talking about an echo. But yeah, Bernie or Vest, it's plan B. It's really not. It's plan A, actually, man. It's plan A. I hope Eric's still here because it's not plan B, man. I don't think they're plan Bernie or Vest becomes plan B, I guess, in a way, but not to me. To me, this fight is a full commitment. We see it all the way through. That's why I've almost considered changing the name. I almost changed the name of this show today to The War Room. Because this show keeps going. This fight keeps going. You know what I mean? It's just right now we're trying to elect Bernie Sanders. And that's the main focus of our fight right now. And it's a big deal. And it's going to make a big difference. And it's going to give us momentum and inspire people. It's going to do a tremendous amount. But our fight is much bigger than getting Bernie elected president. And it keeps going. And it basically heads to the street with or without. It also it still involves full commitment. And it involves us getting involved in government at every level and doing what we have to do to move things forward, to really make a difference and make real change. And we have to believe in order to do that. Believe that we can have what we want and then prove them wrong. Because they're going to tell you that it's impossible the whole time you're trying to do it. Eric, you are still here. Cool. He says we are all operating under the assumption that the DNC will cheat. I guarantee. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's an assumption at this point. I think it's pretty clear they're going to cheat. I think they're already doing it, and they're already showing their hand a little bit and showing what they're going to do. And they definitely flooded the field for a reason. And Bloomberg didn't enter the presidential race out of the blue. It's there. Have you seen this conspiracy? I've been looking into it. I haven't looked into it enough to really comment. But this conspiracy that all these shills that they got lining that debate stage and flooding the field in the Democratic side, that they're there from all the big states, the big primary states, to try and pull votes away from Bernie. It's all against Bernie. They're not trying to win. I know that none of them shills, including Andrew Yang, who I've talked about before, I don't believe have any even delusions that they have a shot at winning. They're running for different reasons, I'm sure, like to write a book or get famous or become a lobbyist. I don't know. There's got to be a lot of reasons that they run for president, but this many of them, it's just laughable. But yeah, I think it's pretty sure a sure bet that they'll try and rig it. And they'll do everything they can to stop us. Like I said, there's a lot of money involved, a lot of money at stake. And they don't want to give up what they've got. They've got they've got a hold over everything, and they're going to do everything they can to keep that and to keep all that they have. So, but in the end, it's not going to be enough. And that's what gives me hope moving forward anyway, because I know that they're going to fail. That's what inspires me moving forward. You have to believe that. Just base, if you need something to base it on, it needs to be, you just have to have faith, really. And faith shouldn't really have to have any basis. But if you need something, look at history. But have faith, just have faith, see it, make it real. You can have it. Everything that's ever been done was impossible before it was done. I'm butchering a Nelson Mandela quote just to make a point, but it's true. Everything that has ever been accomplished, there was somebody, I'm sure, there saying, there's no way you can do that. That can't be done. We can do this. Start talking like that. Strengthen your mind, build up your mind, and by changing your thoughts. Think like a winner. We can do this. We will do this. That's because the reason why I've decided to change basically the whole theme and tone of the show is is because I want to start preparing us for the fact that this is going to end up a little different than we may be thinking. Because I guess, Eric, because I'm already mentally over on the Bernie or Vest side. I'm already in that commitment. I'm already committed to that level. So I guess a lot of times maybe I assume everyone is. But I want it to at least be clear that that's the message I'm pushing. That we have to commit to that level. And Kyle says, how can Bernie supporters volunteer? BernieSanders.com. It's a fantastic way to find ways to volunteer. There's other ways too. Kyle knows of some ways and has shared links before, but I just find that BernieSanders.com is the easiest resource to share, to do and inform and all that on all of that stuff. But um, there's texting that you can do. I do that. And that's good for someone like me that's busy because you can like commit. You commit to a block of text. Like I'm going to send 1,000. And then like that's, I mean, it sounds like a lot, right? But it don't take that long. It takes like 15, 20 minutes to send that many texts. It's not much of a commitment really. But I could, if I got a free day, I can do you can do as many as you want though. See what I'm saying? And it's good for anxiety, which is why I picked it when I first picked it, because I used to, this is going to sound weird from somebody that's a professional live streamer, but I used to have really bad social anxiety. When I first started volunteering, I didn't want to do things like Canvas and Table. Like now I'm ready to do that stuff. I want to do that stuff. But then I couldn't have done it. So I went with the texting, but you can do canvassing, like I said, tabling, where you like set up a table and you can have merchandise, but I've been finding out that you don't need to have merchandise, and then you just inform people that approach your table about Bernie and the revolution and what we're doing and different issues, things like that, answer questions. Wendy says, not me, us. Absolutely, not me, us. It's all about us. Kyle says, phone banking, party, tabling, download official campaign app, the Bern app. Or, this is, I got to do this because it harkens back to earlier Burns. Text Bernie, the word Bernie, to 67760. That will enroll you in the texting program, and then volunteers like me will text you information about the campaign and the revolution and everything relevant to you, or get the Bern app. Another fantastic way. Official app of the Bernie Sanders campaign. The best way to keep informed with the revolution is the Bern Notice. That is the official newsletter of the campaign. They have a newsletter, and they have original pieces on the newsletter. They have, but they also get all the media news that's buried at the bottom of the pages, the stuff that they're not focusing on, and they put it in one place so you can use that resource to inform yourself. Because the better informed you are about the revolution and about what's happening, the better you're going to be able to inform other people. And that's our role, really. Our main role in this is to be the media, because the media is silencing Bernie Sanders and silencing this revolution and silencing what we're doing. So the most important thing for us to do is spread the truth and inform people and be that media. Kyle says right now it's most important push for campaign. We have to win the primaries. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, we're pushing for the campaign. I want this to work. I'm just saying that I also am fully committed. If I don't like to even talk about it because I don't want to think like a loser. I want this to work. I'm fully believe in this fight. We're going to overwhelm it. If we do what we need to do, we can win it that way. But we got to be ready to move forward if 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 comes into play. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to talk about any further than that. Eric says, we hope that Bernie has the 51% and has already clinched it going into the convention. Then we'll toss the yellow vest in the drawer, hang on to them for the next protest. But we are doubling down that it will come to another contested convention. That's when we stand up. And I'll be right there with you, brother. I'm going to be there. I'm already saving up for it. So I am in that. I'm burning your vest. I'm committed to it. Is there a way that I officially sign up, or do we do a Blood Brothers handshake, or how does this work? Because I am fully down. I am going to be there, and I'm committed to it. So 100%. At the end of this, for me, this is what this means to me. Doing all you can. At the end of this fight, at the end of this revolution, I will know there was nothing more that I could have done in order to win. And as long as I feel that way and know that's true, I'll be fine with it. But I'm not going to stop fighting for a better life and a better future. I have that responsibility to my children and future generations to do so. So, thank you, Eric. All right, I'm officially burning your vest. But yeah, this show is about the full commitment to go the whole 9 yards. You got to see this all. We're going to see this all the way through. And it keeps going past getting Bernie elected. That's not the end. It's not the end of the fight. That's just the beginning. We're just getting started when we get to that. There's much more to do. And yes, I've been knighted. I'm a knight. I am now a knight in burning your vest, y'all. This is royalty. Pretty much, right? Aren't knights royalty? I'm not sure. But I've been knighted by royalty. So I'm kissed by royalty at least. I'm like a step away from royalty on the Daily Bern. But thanks for watching, guys. This is the Daily Bern, and we do this every day at 7. And I hope you're digging it. I hope you're liking the show, and if you are, please share it out. Get it out there. Spread this message. And the message is that we can win this. We can win this if we do what we need to do. And yeah, I didn't talk about anything in the news. I didn't talk about Buttigieg, or I didn't bring up Warren. You didn't hear me say Warren. You didn't hear anything about any other candidate, because it does not matter. And I don't think there's any real reason to focus on it anymore. Don't mean we won't talk about it. but it's not important. Our fight doesn't change. You pick any one of those shills, we have to beat all of them anyway. Doesn't matter which one they're talking about or pushing. You know what I'm saying? Our fight stays the same. Our fight stays consistent until we move it forward. It don't matter who's in our way. And this deception by the media, that doesn't matter either. And it's never going to stop. Like we already talked about, war is deception. And the media is their major weapon. So we're just up against that. We have to deal with that and fight against it and be the media. Do what has to happen. Share things like this, do things like this, talk to your friends, talk to your relatives, your neighbors, everything you can do. And we will win. Thanks for watching. I got to get ready for my other show. I got another show coming up tonight. It's a fun one. And I do these professionally now. This is my part-time job. So I want it to be my full-time job though. So if you'd like to support us, there's links in the description. But come back later for the fun show. It's the Yankee show. But we're going to do a little bit of Yankee rants in it too. It's going to be like a medley Yankee show to kind of show you what it's like to follow me on YouTube, because it's going to be a push for the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get us to 1,000 subscribers by December 10th. And so that's what it's going to be about. This is going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be at 8:30. So come back at 8:30 on the Yankee show. That's my other page. This is my political page, Our Revolution War Room. Please join the page and help me grow it. If you'd like to be an admin or help out in any way or be a contributor, let me know, please, because I need people to share to the page. I want it to be a really cool page, and I want it to be a place where everybody comes and it's just a great source for our revolution. That's what I want it to be, but I need help doing that. If you'd like to help me with Our Revolution War Room, let me know, and I would really appreciate it. But Yankee Show is my private page for my shows. So follow me on Yankee Show as well, or on my regular timeline. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And we will see you Monday for the next episode of the Daily Bern, and later on tonight for the Yankee Show. See you later, guys. Thank you. Keep fighting out there. Keep doing all you can. You rock. Thank you. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for everything you do too, man. You're killing it as well. See you guys Monday.